Attention passionate Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Pittsburgh Steelers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Pittsburgh Steelers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you've been paying attention to the Steelers this offseason, you know it's been a bit of a roller coaster. The team is always trying to stay ahead of the game, always looking for ways to improve, especially on the defensive side, which has been a bit of a concern lately. And it looks like they've made a strategic move to bolster that secondary with the addition of Jabril Peppers. That's right, the Steelers have signed Peppers, and this isn't just a random signing. It's a move that could be a game-changer for their defensive scheme and their chances in 2024. So, let's break it down. This signing really came in response to some recent injury issues. Deshaun Elliott, one of the key safeties for Pittsburgh, is going to be out for at least this upcoming game against the Seattle Seahawks. It's a blow, no doubt about it, because Elliott has been a steady presence in that secondary. But the Steelers didn't want to leave that position vulnerable for too long, especially not early in the season when every game counts. And that's where Jabril Peppers comes into play. Now, interestingly enough, Peppers was surprisingly released by the New England Patriots just a year into what was supposed to be a 3-year deal after the preseason. That's a bit unusual, especially considering his talent and versatility. But in football, sometimes things don't work out as planned, and teams have to make tough decisions. The Patriots, who have been known for their roster shuffles, decided to let him go, and the Steelers jumped on that opportunity. It's a smart move by Pittsburgh. They're getting a player with a lot of experience and a lot of versatility, which is exactly what they need right now. Head coach Mike Tomlin, always the tactician, has been pretty clear about why they signed Peppers. He emphasized that Peppers is a football player first, which is a pretty telling statement. Tomlin isn't just looking at a guy's position, he's looking at the whole package. And Peppers, as Tomlin pointed out, is a player who can do a lot of different things. He's familiar with him from his time with the Cleveland Browns, where Peppers was highly regarded coming out of Michigan. Tomlin mentioned that Peppers has shown position flexibility over his career. He can play safety, both strong and free safety, and he's also been effective as a nickel corner. That kind of versatility is gold in today's NFL, especially for a team like the Steelers that values adaptable, multi-talented players. And let's not forget Peppers' special teams contributions. He's been a capable cover guy on kicks and punts, which adds another layer of value. When you're trying to patch up your secondary quickly, having a player who can contribute on special teams is a huge plus. It means he can step right into multiple roles without needing extensive retooling, which is exactly what the Steelers need now. Peppers was the first-round pick for the Cleveland Browns back in 2017, a clear sign of how much promise he showed early in his career. But it's worth noting that he only spent 2 seasons there before moving on to the New York Giants, where he spent 3 seasons. Then for the past 3 years, he's been with the Patriots. That kind of journey shows a player who has experienced different defensive schemes, coaching styles, and team cultures. It's a testament to his adaptability, even if his recent years have been marred by injuries. And speaking of injuries, Peppers is coming off a somewhat shortened 2024 season. He played only 6 games for the Patriots, but still managed to rack up 40 tackles, 1 forced fumble, and 1 interception. That's pretty impressive given the limited playing time. His best season statistically was 2023, when he played 15 games, had 2 interceptions, and 78 tackles. That's a solid contribution, and if he's healthy, he's capable of making a real difference for the Steelers' defense. Now, what can Steelers fans really expect from Peppers? Well, given his versatility and experience, he's likely to be thrown into the fire pretty quickly, especially if Elliott isn't ready to go. He can fill in at safety, help in nickel packages, and contribute on special teams. His ability to play multiple roles means the coaching staff can be flexible with their defensive schemes, which is crucial in a league where adaptability can make or break your season. One thing to keep in mind is that Peppers is approaching his 30th birthday in October, so he's not a rookie anymore. but his experience and football IQ can help him be a stabilizing presence in that secondary. Plus, he's known for his leadership qualities, which are always valuable in a locker room. The Steelers have been building a team that's not just talented, but also resilient and gritty, and a player like Peppers fits that mold perfectly. This move also signals that the Steelers are serious about competing this year. They're not just relying on their young guys to develop, they're adding veterans who can step in and contribute immediately. And that's a smart strategy when you're trying to contend in the AFC North, a division that's always loaded with talent. The Browns, Ravens, Bengals, everyone's fighting for supremacy, and every little edge counts. Pittsburgh knows that, and they're doing their part to stay competitive. Looking ahead, this signing could have ripple effects throughout the season. If Peppers performs well, he might even push for a starting role early on. His familiarity with multiple defensive schemes could give the Steelers some tactical flexibility, especially in critical moments. And let's not forget, with the AFC North being such a tough, physical division, having a versatile safety who can cover a lot of ground is a huge advantage. Of course, the coaching staff will want to see how quickly Peppers can get up to speed with their playbook and defensive signals. But given his football background and the respect he's garnered in the league, it's reasonable to believe he'll adapt quickly. And in a team like the Steelers, where the culture emphasizes toughness, discipline, and smart football, Peppers' mindset fits right in. Now, this signing also adds a bit of intrigue to the upcoming games. The Steelers' defense has been solid but not dominant in recent seasons, and adding a player like Peppers could be the missing piece that finally pushes them over the top. They've got a talented core, but sometimes it's just about making the right additions at the right time, and Pittsburgh appears to be doing just that. So, Steelers fans, what do you think about this move? Do you see Peppers becoming a key piece in their defensive puzzle? Can he help turn around some of those close games where they've fallen just short? And how do you think he'll fit into their overall scheme? These are exciting times, and it's clear the team is committed to making a run this year. And now, Pittsburgh Steelers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news. Remember, in the NFL, every move counts, and this signing of Jabril Peppers might just be the spark the Steelers need to elevate their game and make a serious push toward the postseason. The division is fierce, the competition is tough, but with players like Peppers, the Steelers are showing they're ready to fight for every inch. So keep your eyes on them, stay passionate, and let's see how this new chapter unfolds. Because in Pittsburgh, football isn't just a game, it's a way of life, and every season brings new hope, new challenges, and new opportunities to make history.